Om. 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 Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody and welcome to today's session. We're all set to start from where we left last week in Swamiji's talk on Bhagavad Gita. So Vedu, we are ready to start.
Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. What would happen to a yogi, Brashta yogi, who could not complete his journey? All his efforts he has put, renounced the world, all the karma he renounced, pursuing the path of meditation, Jnana Marga, he couldn't reach his desired goal of self-realization. So, Ubhaya Brashtatvam, neither here nor there, would he become like that? Like the shattered clouds, all his efforts are destroyed? Krishna said no. Nahi kalyanakrit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. One who is really putting best efforts for one's own evolution, the efforts will not go waste. He will always grow and grow and grow. So no need to worry. What will happen to us? So such man, when he dies, when man or woman, one person dies, what will happen to that person? Without fulfilling their goal, he or she left the body. He or she was putting best efforts for self-evolution. What will happen? So Krishna says, Prapya punyakrutam lokan ushitva shashvati samaha shuchinam shrimatam gehe yoga brashtobhijayate prapya punyakrutan lokan ushitva shashvati samaha shuchinam shrimatam gehe yoga prashtobhijayate. So one had left the body without reaching the end goal of Atmajnana or liberation. Bhagavan Krishna promised that the effort that he had put or she had put will not go waste. So he will go there. Now there are two kinds of people, Kalyanakrit always those who do good. There are two types. One type is they does good actions, good to others. They live decently, helping everyone, loving everyone. Hearts are pure, but they have a desire to enjoy life here and hereafter. They have a desire to go to heaven, to enjoy the subtler worlds, spend time. So their goal is not self-realization or total absorption, awakening, etc. But they have a desire for heaven. Such people die and go. What will happen to them? That's one part. Other category people are those who do good, all actions are good, but expecting nothing, no rewards, no anticipation for any kind of fruits. Their aim is only to purify. Their aim perhaps is only to reach divine. So they don't expect anything. Their mission is different. All of them, both these categories of people are doing good, but one has an anticipation, expectation, one has no anticipation or expectation, etc. So what will happen to these two types of people after death? He is putting his best efforts. Upasana is doing. Both of them are doing it. Both of them have come out of the karma, the ritualistic portion. But the little desires to subtle joys. They are practicing it. So what will happen to them? Krishna says, Yoga marge pravritta sannyasi samarthyat prapya gatva punya krutam ashwamedha yajinam lokan. All those lokas which are attained by ashwamedha yajis, those who perform this man also attains. He has not performed ritual. Right? He was practicing, but he left the body in between. Of course, little lingering desires for higher bliss, higher lokas. So he goes there. Ushitva Shashwati Samaha. He goes to some higher heavens and he will live there for so long. Shashwati means what? Relatively everlasting years, relative time, not absolute in everlasting, but relatively meaning Ushitva Vasam Anubhoya Shashwati Nityaha Samaha Samvatsaran. So long years he will spend there. Long time. He will spend in higher worlds. With a subtle body, where there is no hunger, there is no thirst, there is no disease, no old age. And always 24/7, a kind of a bliss. Just a giving example. In a peak summer, maybe 50 degrees, 49 degrees, 48 degrees temperature outside, and you are sitting in a beautiful place wherein continuous, non-stop, cool, comforting breeze is there, without any break, without any power break or electricity failure. And continuously such breeze is there, very healthy, pleasant breeze. How will you feel? Similarly, in such worlds, there are no pains of any type. So there he goes and lives for long time. Tad bhogakshaye. For some time, the bhoga, when whatever tapasya phala is there, when that bhogakshaya takes place, time will come to an end. Then he will take birth. He will take birth where? Shuchinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Brashta Avijayate. Shuchinam Yathokta Karinam Shrimatam Vibhutimatam Gehe Gruhe Yoga Brashta. Meaning, he will take birth in very nice, pure families. Those who are practitioners of meditation, right from childhood, when that person, when he takes birth, the whole family is a spiritual family, very pure family, clean family, dedicated family, very, they're all practitioners. They are very good people, practice of dharma, very pure, and Srimatam, wealthy people. So no death for any money, any comfort, but at the same time they're Sushinam, very clean houses. Such a good families, this person is born. So taking birth in such a family is a great blessing. Wherein one is exposed to spiritual values, ethical values, lifestyle. Discussions always take place about the morality, ethics, spirituality. That is the topic. Mutual love, comfort, saints and sages visiting those houses frequently, very frequently. Such co-seekers visiting, all of them are healthy, and also no dearth for wealth, but not caught up in arrogance or greed of wealth. Such a wonderful family. Such a family. Shushinam Uchchakule. Uchchakule. High families, noble families, virtuous families. Such a beautiful souls. It's actually a congregation of beautiful souls, beautiful jivas, beautiful individuals on earth. Such a family, he will take birth, pure and prosperous. Prosperity, not only material prosperity, but prosperity in wisdoms, knowledge, etc. In such families, the person will take birth. So, whatever tapasya we have done, whatever practical practices we are doing, with that intention, I give up all my karma. Yajna yagadi karmas are working for punya karma. Only wanted divine. But I could not reach. But my efforts are there. Bhagavan Krishna gives very good rest. For some other in Loka, he gives this long time, comes back, takes birth, and pursues his path. Such a family takes birth, so no problems. What about other person? Other person, yes, is practicing only for divinity. He has no desire for any bhoga. His vairagya is complete. Paravairagya, aparavairagya. Vairagya, dispassion towards aparavastu. All this world, worldly joys, worldly enjoyments, he has developed vairagya. He has also no question of any attachment, greed, or anything to enjoy the higher worlds. Higher siddhis, higher worlds. No, I don't have anything. But I want only the divine experience, enlightenment alone I want. With a firm resolve. He is practicing it. But he could not achieve. The body had to be dropped. Before he could complete his journey, body came to an end. So what will happen to him? So Krishna says, Athava yoginameva kule bhavati dhimatam yetadhi durlabhataram loke janma yadidrusham athava yoginameva kule bhavati dhimatam yetadhi durlabhatamam loke janma yadidrusham athava, or he is born. He is born where? In the family of yogis. Yoginameva kule bhavati. Such families are there. Father was a great yogi, mother also is a yogini, the whole family is a mahayogis. all spiritual practitioners, meditators. They are the wise people, born in the families of wise yogis. Dhimatam, yoginam, dhimatam. Wise, buddhiman, practitioners with knowledge, wisdom is there. So everybody, the topic of discussion throughout the day is something divine. Greater subjects, subtler subjects. Automatically the mind and intellect gets a tremendous support for spiritual progress. अथवा श्रीमतां कुलात् अन्यस्मिन् योगिनामेव दरिद्राणां कुले भवति. भगवान शंकरा दरिद्राणां कुले भवति. The prosperity may divert you, may tempt you, but this man takes birth in a very small, Daridrana means very poor families, Mahayogis, but they don't have any prosperity to tempt them. A simple living, that means very small living. They don't have much comforts and all, but they are so much meditators. They are very quiet because the wealth doesn't disturb their minds. The comforts, the more comforts we get into, mind is attracted, mind is tempted, mind is addicted, mind gets distracted. Buddhimatam, dhimata means buddhimatam, wise people, but daridrana, meaning not so rich. Such families you take birth. You don't starve for food, clothing, and shelter, but extravaganza, extra wealth, and the luxuries do not disturb such person. Why? They don't exist. Nor they crave for them. They don't crave for it. Their entire focus, because Janma Janmantar Samskaras, their continuous focus is only on meditation, awakening. So they are very simple. They are very quite contented, quite happy. No, mind doesn't disturb them. About ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai, kuch bhi nahi hai. Extremely happy they are. Full contented. Small houses, but quite peaceful, beautiful, happy. Their intellect, the buddhi is always soaked in wisdom. So this person doesn't want to get disturbed by extra wealth and all. So he takes birth in a so simple family, but yogi's family, wise family. Etad hi janma durlabhataram loke. This kind of etad hi janma yad daridranam yoginam kule. Papre. Daridranam yoginam. Yogis, but daridra. They have simple food, minimum clothes, some place to sleep. Health is there. Practitioners, they're all good practitioners. Durlabhataram, dukkhalabhyataram. Purvapeksha loke janma. Compared to previous janma, where Srimatam, Suchinam, Srimatam Gehe, Yoga Prashto Vijayate, with the desires he took birth. This man doesn't have, like Tapon Maharaj, my God, he left everything. He was not just only one or two gown, maybe one cloth, long cloth. That's it. Small hut. Sannyasi. How he lived? How there are so many parivar, families like that, Mahayogis. Take Sant Gyaneshwar Parivar in Maharashtra, their family story you take, they're small, very middle class, simple people. They struggled, all the four children. Nivrtanath, Gyaneshwar, Sopan, Lakshmi, why name. But this kind of a Janma, where there is no external disturbances, focus is only on truth, transcending the human limitations. This Janma is very difficult to get. This man is born such a family. Then there he remembers whatever, remember, not details, not the details of the earlier life, but samskaras subconsciously awaken him. And that is what Krishna says here. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labhate paurvadeihikam yatate cha tato bhuyaha samsiddhau kuru nandana. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labhate paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuyaha samsiddhau kuru nandana. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labhate. Now, having taken birth in such a family, daridranam yoginam eva kule bhavati. He remembers, meaning not that what practice I did, which guru I went, what did I learn, no. But then the smriti, the unconsciously, the samskaras awaken him right from childhood. So buddhya samyogam labhate paurvadevikam, purvasmin dehe bhavam paurvadev. Whatever in my past incarnation, whatever I achieved, I don't have to start from the scrap again. Whatever buddhi I was associated or united with in my previous life, same buddhi gets awakened. So inner voice tells me, oh, this world is ephemeral. Don't get lost. What is the purpose of life? What is all this nonsense? Then intelligence awakens. Therefore, in a way, what we are today indicates the kind of life we have lived in the previous incarnation. Yes, unconsciously or subconsciously, right from childhood, value has been given to money, name, fame, comforts, desires. Aversion towards spirituality. As though spirituality is something somebody should pursue before death. So that is not the topic at all. Our life is nothing. It is a very pagal people, mental people will go into spiritual thinking. I'm not talking of religious practices or sentimental practices or going to temple and offering something and asking God. I'm not deep spiritual. It is associated with values, with analysis, with vairagya, dispassion. Oh, we didn't get it. So people say, oh, had I been exposed to this? But you were not exposed in the childhood, meaning it was not in your control. Because you are born with such samskaras. The samskaras are so forceful. You are born in such a family where everybody is atheist. Or nobody speaks about, in some houses, no puja, no part, no spiritual thinking. Nothing of that sort. No environment, zero environment, some houses. That people talk about only politics or money or comforts or gossip or worldly matters. Whole family. And this person grows up by mistake or by chance, he came across some spiritual leader, some spiritual thinking at the age of 60, 65, 70 years. Then he says, oh, had I been exposed to that, I was not given this chance. Don't blame anything, bhaiya. It is all our karma. We desired such life, we got it. And in the previous case, what happens? The yogi who takes birth immediately for daridranam evo kule bhavati yoginam dhimatam, that person after death, no, he comes back immediately. He doesn't go to heaven and enjoy because this man is very anxious for spiritual journey. That man, second sloka, what we saw in 42nd sloka. That person comes back to the world immediately, no wasting time. Why should I waste time in heaven or heaven in other lokas? I come back quickly to the earth, complete my journey, awaken myself. I want to complete my journey. Quickly he comes back. He doesn't waste time there. No rest. He takes birth in a good family, remembers how samskaras will awaken him. He gets united to the buddhi, that which what he had gained in former body, in prior life, and he gets understands, I think he quickly understands knowledge. He quickly understands he need not, his study of books is only refreshing course. He did not study again. But as he studies, entire wisdom awakens. He is refreshing himself. That's how some people are very knowledgeable, very, very good memory, good knowledge, good understanding. हमको लगता है कि वो तो कैसे पढ़ रहा है, कैसे समझ में आ रहा है उनको, बहुत जल्दी से समझ लेता है. Because he is not learning anything in this life. Whatever he had learned in the past life, he is refreshing it. Tatra buddhi samyoga. So, whatever degree he achieved in his past life, to that point in this life, the journey will be very fast. Quickly, maybe in a couple of years, maybe 15 years, 10 years, intensity, that depends upon intensity. Maybe 15, 16 years, 20 years, he would gain all the knowledge, all the maturity, all the status, whatever he has achieved in previous life at the time of death. His knowledge is par excellent. His knowledge means not information, understanding, clarity. Then yatateta chato bhuyaha, then his efforts will be more efforts he will put than what he had put before. Samsiddha, in order to reach that perfection, he will put more efforts than what he had put in previous life. He gears up. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, some vehicles, sixth gear also have come. And is thirsty for perfection, thirsty for realization, thirsty for enlightenment. And for that, he has no inhibition to drop anything that which is not required. And he drops it out of joy, out of happiness. No pain in dropping, no pain in renouncing, no pain in giving up the objects of the world. I want that and that alone. So his efforts are also doubled. So whatever life is left for all of us in this planet now, in this life, number of years left in this life, which we don't know how many years we are going to live. But whatever is the balance left, we must put our best efforts for enlightenment. That and that alone we must try. This is possible only by holding on to Guru. Hope it is all clear. So whatever left, the balance of life in this years in this life, we must put our best efforts. The question is, if not today, if we cannot renounce, not the world like wearing saffron colored clothes, not that renunciation, not if we are not giving up our hold on the objects and people and things and possessions now, mentally first give up. Then when we will do? Think. Now, how is it possible that he remembers the previous lives? Buddhi Samyogam he will get. Interesting. How is it possible? Katam Purva Deha Buddhi Samyogam iti taduchyate. How this happens? We don't remember past life where we are born, who are our parents, who was Guru, what is that details are not there. But then essence of what we have gained in past life that trickles down into us from the subconscious layers. So Krishna says, Purvabhyasena te naiva ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते. So, Purvabhyasena tena, by that very practice, what he had done in the previous life, Purvabhyasena. This man is born helpless, meaning he cannot be otherwise. Whatever we have done practice, same practice we are born. And a story is there. A story I heard told by a Mahatma. In an hospital, a delivery hospital, nursing home, as usual, babies are delivered, 2 or 3 deliveries every day. New babies are born. The nurses are experienced nurses. They're all busy getting the babies out of the mother's stomach, belly, taking care of the tender bodies. And in this process, one sister found her ring is missing. Somewhere she lost it. Her mind is gone, but she has to attend the next delivery. Mind is disturbed. Where my ring is lost? Where my ring was lost? I don't know where it was lost. My golden ring lost. And she attended the next 2 deliveries on that day. All fine, but mind, she could attend to that work also, because background, the pain is there that I lost my golden ring. Maybe wedding ring. And in the evening, they got a problem with one of the babies. The baby, he became very tight. Hands are very tight. Fists are closed. Like a fits. Something, baby is all fine, but hands have become stiff and palms have become stiff and the twist is closed. So doctors have come and then all fine with the child. So they tried to open the fingers. Why is closing? Very, very tightly held. Some more doctors have come, surgeons have come, and then they did some very tender hand, very tender, newborn. Some with the small things, somehow the technique, and slowly with a great, such a power that fellow was holding that boy, baby boy. So slowly the hand, when it was opened, they found the ring which was lost. The sister's ring was there in his hand. That means he must have been a great thief in previous life. He started his mission as soon as he was born. That is a samskara bala. Oh, how efficiently you could do that. Are you aware? No, I'm a baby, I'm not aware. By subconsciously worked. It may not happen in reality, but the story indicates that right from birth, the subconscious tendencies, whatever we have practiced in past life, that comes out naturally, spontaneously, effortlessly. So he is born with those tendencies and is helpless in that. If I am a meditator in previous life, then died, taken this birth, that boy, then right from childhood, the meditation attracts. I don't want to work. Normally, I'm naturally drawn towards more and more meditation. Why? Purvabhyasa. I'm helpless. I just can't involve in these worldly affairs. Like Ramana Maharshi. Tapovan Maharaj. They engaged themselves in great tapasya, great penance. Therefore, Krishna says, because of that very practice, in spite of himself, meaning whatever, he is helpless. Avashaha. So, Jignasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. You know, Balavattaram dharmadalakshanam karma tada yogabhyasa janitena samskarena hiryate adharmaschet balavattara krutaha tena योगजो अपि संस्कारः विभूयत इवेव तत्क्षयेतु योगजः संस्कारः स्वयमेव कार्यम् आरभते न दीर्घकाल. Anyway, so when he is born with those tendencies, so Krishna says, even somebody is wishing to know, jignasurapi, curiosity, I wish to know, I wish to practice yoga. Simple jignasa is there. Not a serious investigative mind, but curiosity is there. That curiosity is enough in the beginning. That will take you beyond Shabda Brahma. Beyond Shabda Brahma stands for Vedas. Veda. Shabda means Veda. Veda means which portion of Veda? Ritualistic portion of Veda. Shabda Brahma indicates ritualistic portion of Veda. Ativartate means what? He comes out of all rituals, meaning all kinds of activities, selfish activities, desiring a fruit of action, all those activities, he will come out. He will transcend all those life activities. He has no desires, and what jignasu is there. Jignasu, curiosity to know yoga. All other things are taken away from him. With that, he will transcend karma kanda portion. He will not put any unwanted efforts for this to achieve worldly things. More attains peacefulness, more joyful, more happy. Or Shabda Brahma is Omkara. Omkara is Upasanam. So Upasana also it transcends. So Karma or Upasana, it transcends. He becomes pure Jnani, meaning nature of self. He discovers, he inquires into the nature of self. He meditates on that and he wants to attain the truth. Shabda Brahma Ativartate. So, Jignasurapi Yogasya Swarupam Jnatumichan. What is the nature of yoga? I just wanted to know. What is the curiosity? Let me practice it. That is enough. Api Yoga Marge Pruta Sanyasi, Yoga Brashtaha, Samarthyat Sopi, Shabda Brahma, Vedokta Karma Anushtana Phalam Ativartate. Karma Anushtana Phalam, all these things. I'm no more interested in all this. I'm curious about it. More about yoga. Ativartate Atikramati. Apakarishyati kimuta buddhvaya yogam tannishta abhyasam kuryat. What more? Buddhva yah yogam tannishta abhyasam kuryat. Having understood that yogam, then he will become more engaged in how to establish myself firmly in that yoga. So even a mere wish, passing wish, itself, it grants you a greater benefit. Like in the story of Aja, Bhakti Shastra Bhagavata, we came across Ajamila. Ajamila is a never ever Mahadharmi, never thought of Bhagavan, but he named his son Narayana. At the time of death, he was attached to son only, a small boy, maybe 4 or 5 years old. He was so fond of him. Before death, he said Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. And he found that Vishnudutas came. Yamadutas came first to take him away. Mahapapi, he has to go to Yamaloka. But Vishnudutas came. No, he remembered Vishnu. But he never remembered Vishnu. He remembered his son. But even then, Narayana Smarana he uttered, no, so we are here to take him to Vaikuntha. A passing statement only, I said Narayana remembered. But you uttered Narayana, no? The Shabda you uttered, so it has its own benefit. Similarly, simple curiosity to know yoga that will convert. And many people, like Gurudev. Take for example, Gurudev you take. Gurudev went to Sivananda Ashram, what? To explore, to say that, to expose sannyasis. Why? They are doing nothing to society. They are only sitting there, eating breakfast, lunch and dinner, not contributing anything to the country, especially in these times when the whole country is going through various struggles, struggle for independence is going on. What is the role of these sannyasis in society? Are they contributing? Let me expose them. With that attitude, he went to Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj as a journalist. With a curiosity to know what the sannyasis are doing. But that curiosity converted itself into a serious search, quest about the truth. He discovered the truth. He realized the truth. See how he transformed himself, Puja Gurudev. In this life, we can see that particular the stage passing through the curiosity to good practice to well firm evidence in the truth. That's why for many people, Gurudev Yajnas, many people, many thousands of them are there. They'll say, oh, I am not interested to attend Swami Chinmayananda. Then how did he become the great Mahabhakta of Puja Gurudev? Oh, that is a very great story, Swamiji, I'll tell you. I was never interested in all these things. Then, my friend took me. He said, we have to go there. You please come with me. I heard one lecture. Next day, I was drawn towards him. Third day, I met him. Then here I am, a regular mission member. Now 85-year-old, 90-year-old, not out. Still batting, healthy. That transformed me. One of our Swamis used to be there. He is no more. Some of you know him. He used to stay in Riva. The Swami Prashantananda, he is no more. I'm just taking his name. Great devotee of Guru Grostha, but then became a Mahatma. When a sannyasi became at the age of 70, he's 75. So how did he? You tell, no, Swamiji, my father used to come and to drop him in the car, I used to drive and then stand outside the Yajnashala. I said, I will not come when he was a youngster. You go, all Geeta and all that. A Swami and Bhagavad Gita and my old father. Go. Jam gaye baith jao. He said, I was only listening, standing outside after parking the car, perhaps smoking, standing there. The words have fallen in my ear through my loudspeakers. First day I thought, what this guy is speaking, what Swami is speaking? Chaste English. Next day I was out of curiosity to went inside. I landed up. Then I became Bhakta. Then I dedicated my life to Gurudev. Then I became lived as Vanaprasthi. Then now, after my wife's death, I became Swami. Then I wrote a couple of books also. Then I little bit travel also. I gave lectures also. A simple just Shabda came. That aroused curiosity. That curiosity turned me into a great Bhakta. Jignasurapi. A passing, even he who merely wishes to know yoga. Jignasurapi yogasya. Shabda Brahma Ativartate. Meaning he will come out slowly, all these worldly entanglements of meaningless activities for money, wealth, name. Slowly he withdraws and he will find real meaning for himself in this life. So thus he will become turn towards Jignasu also there. Then he will put efforts. That yogi. That we will see in our next class. That is from I think 45, 45th shloka we have to start. And next class we will conclude this sixth chapter called Dhyana Yoga. The next class we will conclude this chapter. So thank you very much. So we have to complete 45, 46 and 47 verses. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sat Gurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.
Hari Om, everybody. Just a small announcement. Most probably, I mean, we'll make a formal announcement in the WhatsApp group. We won't be having a class coming Saturday because Swamiji is addressing a talk. The link was shared. Those who want to register and join. Swamiji is addressing a talk on Pujya Gurudev and on saints and sages on Pujya Gurudev. It's a very exhaustive talk. So that is coinciding to next Saturday around the same time. So most probably we will not have a class and we will urge people to attend that session. So we'll make a formal announcement nevertheless. And those who are attending Vedanta class on Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, sharp 10 o'clock, please join. The link will be on the group. Thank you so much for joining today. Hari Om, everybody. Venu, we can close the session, please.